And so the time has come, after a little bit of upgrading and a little bit of time wasted doing side quests. I've ditched everything I was doing because I was getting a little bit bored with the side quests, and I imagine most of you who are watching are here for the story mostly. So let's jump into the next available big story quest, Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine instead would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving it an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Halam-Shiral, wow, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin Grand Duke Gaspard under the guise of a grand ball. Oh, we have a ball. Every noble in the empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corypheus' assassin to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend to keep him from destroying Orlais. If we hurry. I certainly took my time. Selecting it and
We
going
have to
there.
reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam-Shiral into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but...
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
The political situation in Halam-Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Why the hell must everybody be dressed as a clown?
Inquisitor Trevelyan, we meet at last. I've heard so much about you. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
I can see many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. We may see it materialize by the end of the evening. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, Gaspard. Finding him is my priority.
Are you serious? That is a grave allegation, my friend. A foreign power meddling now, of all times? I have no doubt this Tevinter is hiding within the ranks of the Elven delegation. They're up to something. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
I think I shouldn't worry about my armor looking as colorful as it is. That's a small place.
Don't be absurd!
One of the Trevelyan's, I've heard.
Court approval. The Orlesian court is pleased to see a noble, even a marcher, leading the Inquisition. We are off to a good start. Okay. Enter the Winter Palace, explore the palace gardens, and earn their approval. The one thing I definitely don't want to do is earn their approval, but it seems I have no chance.
Is that the Inquisitor?
And no option. Yes, that's me. Scandalous lead. Wow. 1 out of 30. This place is either way too big or I'm going way too crazy. Okay, tier 2. Warrior headgear schematic. I wonder if this looks the same as mine, but probably has better stats. I hope that is the case. There we go. Oh. How many of these stupid quests am I going to pick up? This is an invisible wall, as we talked already.
What is Lady Pentagon?
Maybe I should inspect down. Yeah. Something to read. Winter Palace. Because we don't know where we are and what this is. It's good to read. This guy is a wall. But we'll see later when I go back to Skyhold.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I'm sure you know how to handle most nobility, but the game is nothing like the Free March's intrigues. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
Might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Cassandra is usually not the subtle or cautious type.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
Oh my dear. Oh, dragonling. Newly hatched dragons are roughly the size of a deer. We fought some of them, if you remember. I think it was in the marshes. But it's been quite some time ago, I can't remember anymore. Three levels, of course. Let's begin exploring. No fighting, just talking and walking and spamming V for random things. Guest wing.
The guest
Really?
wing is not open to the public at this time, Inquisitor.
Screw it. This guy wears an armor. We could have done that too. Yeah, ugly is ugly. How dumb must you be to dress yourself like this? And with the scroll on their back. Is that a scroll?
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan, son of Ban Trevelyan of Ostwick. Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground.
This guy writes better fiction than I do.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena,
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed, hero of Orlais, right hand of the divine, renowned author, Beric.
Cousin.
That's
my
enough.
dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with
The maiden on
pleasantries,
her
Celine.
right hand
We
side
have
is
business
cuter
to
than the
conclude.
We
Empress
will meet for
herself.
the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Oh, I won't do that.
Inquisitor.
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without
that's
whom
the
this
cousin,
gathering
okay.
would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the
Well,
Inquisition
from a closer
would be part of our
inspection, no, she is
festivities.
not more beautiful.
We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Of course.
Someone here is working for De Winter.
To the uninitiated, the court is full of intrigues which might seem sinister, Inquisitor. But they are of little note. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have no words to suffice. Halam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition.
Yeah,
Feel
reward
free
me.
to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Oh, no, no, no. The Inquisitor doesn't dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Who the hell are you? Wait, what? That...
The entire wing.
I've lost a huge amount of reputation here. But I really wanted to do justice.
Good.
That's why I'm not loading
I was
the
hoping
previous
it would
save.
catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side.
Why the hell does she look
Empress
so
Celine is
different here?
fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Explore the Grand Library for information on the Empress Occult Advisor, but the library was locked. Does that mean it's unlocked now? Let's go and see. Hey, Solas, I've missed you, my friend.
Heady blend of power, intrigue, danger, and sex
I do not.
permeates these events.
You seem more comfortable with a Grand Orlesian ball than I'd have expected.
I have seen countless such displays in my journeys in the Fade. The powerful have always been the same. Only the costumes change.
Have you seen anything useful?
No, sadly. I do not have the look of one of the elven servants, or I might well be invisible. I wonder how masked men live their lives without ever seeing that servants have an entire society of their own. If you want to find something useful, I would pay attention to what the servants do.
Have you encountered any trouble with the nobles?
The Orlesians do not quite know what to make of me. I have kept to myself, for fear of giving them some purchase to cling to. The food and drink are excellent, however, and the servants have been happy to refill my glass.
I'll be back.
And well.
Thank you for the chit chat. Moving on.
Gaspard is waiting. Interesting.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
Huh.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspard's death threats to the Council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me rant. You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Thank you for the 10 points. I'm sure I'll find some good use for them. No, boring whisper.
Waste of time.
A compendium of Orlean theater. Again. Third coin. Oh, hello.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life, if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
Then good evening to you, sir. Good. I'm back to where I was before I lost all these good points. Uh-oh.
My lord! My lord Inquisitor! May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
3 of them.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspard is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
Bye-bye, girls. The guest garden is here. Let's finish exploring this 10 piece.
You don't want to be
Whispering
here,
elf.
stranger.
Alright. Why not? I'm so gonna eavesdrop on you, man.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
He went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Briala we have a situation.
Interesting.
Does anyone
Did you
really
hear
think the
what
war will
Gaspard
end
said
tonight?
to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
There is a lot more talk here with more people, but it's been a long video and I'm going to cut it off and continue with the next one. Thank you for joining me. Remember, you can find me also on Twitch, Twitter and Facebook. For my non-Star Wars activities, I invite you to subscribe to my second YouTube channel.